Good evening, everyone, and thanks for tuning in this evening. You're watching Seeing the Unseen with your host, Christopher LaPrath, and my name's Kenan. I produce the show as well as do this quick introduction speech for you here. So, welcome. For anyone who's joining us the first time, just make sure you say something here in the chat so we know that you're here and we can do a reading for you that way. Of course, the first time we do the way we do it, it's always free for anyone who has never been on the show before. And then going forward after that, it's just $10 per reading. And you can also do $100 and cover the entire month, which is 3 times a week. So it's a pretty sweet deal there. Now, tonight's title is really pretty powerful. There's some powerful messages here for everybody. And the title is Inner Detective. And this ability of being our own detective, having this ability to detect what's going on inside of us, is essentially having this awareness of what's happening currently in our body mind complex, right? And I'm going to make a little bit of a leap here, so I hope this connects and makes sense. So the body doesn't know the difference between things that we imagine and reality. So that's why sometimes thinking about certain experiences can give us anxiety just as much as, like that interview or whatever it is. The body doesn't know the difference. And two people can have the same exact experience and walk away with radically different levels of trauma. So how we feel about things is ultimately up to us and our previous conditioning. So the overarching point is that we can imagine a new reality for ourselves, no matter what's happened in the past. As an exercise, just for you to all try this out, it's a powerful one that I heard about here a few months ago, and I've tried for myself. It's extremely effective. Let's try being there for a previous version of yourself and be that person that you needed. Like, be that voice that you just wish was there and that would have made everything okay in the moment, or even better than okay. Just click resolve. Like for me, with the girl with the ceiling fan that I shared with you all this last few weeks, I was there for myself and said, hey buddy, it's not your fault. And that just diffused so much of the emotion around it. And it's like rewriting, the ability to rewrite our past to create a brighter and brighter future for ourselves. And one quote that's helped me tremendously that I'll leave you all with here is that it's from The Matrix, right? It's what happened and couldn't have happened any other way. So it's great to be here with you all. Thank you so much again for listening. And here's Christopher with the rest of the show.
Great blessings to you all. Happy Memorial Day. It is a day to remember. I want to light the incense for you and to send you great blessings to really become the best inner detective that you possibly can. But sometimes it's hard for us to see our own stuff. Okay? So that's why I wanted to talk a little bit about Maya. Not the month of Maya, which is this month. Maya, M-A-Y-A, illusion. And it is a term coined in the East around India and the teachings there, that Maya is basically, and I'll read you the dictionary definition of it, the sense world of manifold phenomena held in Vedanta to conceal the unity of absolute being. And That is an incredible revelation. We're here to experience our absolute being, but Maya is a world of illusion. So, sight, sense, touch, taste, smell, it's the apparent reality of the material world. Apparent reality of the material world. It also means the appearance of something such as an object or a situation that appears to be one way but is really another. For instance, during the night, you walk into your garage and you go on to alert and fear because there's a coiled snake in the corner. But during the day, that coiled snake miraculously turns into a coil of rope. So that's an example of Maya. And it's our perceptions, it's our beliefs, our senses, our upbringing. My personal experience I shared with you on the show when we went to this seminar last weekend that was taught by my amazing teacher. If you've read my book, you may feel some extra energy tonight with the show, by the way, and I'm not going to say any more. But I was in the Maya, I was in the illusion that anger would bring peace to my family. When I even say it now, I'm like, what? And I realized I was in this, I was looking at this coiled snake, and when it actually was a coiled rope. And I had just been entrained with that when I would get angry, it would kind of break up the fight. It would break up or would bring peace. But it was so convoluted. That's an example of Maya. So, one thing I want to share that's a little upsetting to me. I just realized that when you buy a jigsaw puzzle, it never comes with a timer. Okay, you know I'm being facetious here. But jigsaw puzzles don't come with timers. So, why I'm bringing this up, I've lit the incense to help you break any illusions, to actually see the coiled rope, and the group card tonight, really powerful. It's called Past Lives. I'm not going to talk about your past life, although I have with some of you during your personal readings, and once in a while it has come up during the show. But I don't go into a lot of depth with that because right now this life is usually more than what people can handle. Okay? But what I love about this card is the things you've been through, your perceptions, use them to look at the pieces, the karmic patterns of your life in this life. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. There's no timer to the jigsaw puzzle. You're not under a time constraint. You don't have to figure it out by next Tuesday at 6 p.m. There's no 5-minute timer. Oh my God, I have to figure out why this is happening to me. Just notice it. Because it's not necessarily a past life. I don't know, you may have been Cleopatra. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about 20 years ago, 30 years ago. Your past life within this life. So when I was 5 or 6 years old, that was a past life. And I came to this realization with the help from this seminar and the amazing director of that seminar, who's on the show tonight. That's why you might feel some extra little energy here. But I realized that that happened in a past life when I was 5 or 6 years old. I was in a completely different place. I was much younger. But I finally, this weekend, saw this piece and where it fit in to this karmic puzzle. And it just blew my vision up. It blew my ability to see and to understand what was happening. So I bless you all with this vision for noticing the patterns. And if you think that your jigsaw puzzle came with a timer, throw it out right now. It doesn't come with a timer. Just take a look at the patterns, just like you would with a jigsaw puzzle. When you lay out the pieces, it takes a minute to get it coordinated and then to begin to start putting those pieces together. So that's what I bless you with all tonight. I bless you with this great incense that came from the Rinpoche that taught the Karmapa, and bless you all with that. Okay. Whoo, here we go. Who's on first?
Laurel's up first.
Hey, Laurel. Texas girl. Thanks for being here, Laurel. Now, if you're new to the show, I'm pulling a card for Laurel. But that message may really resonate with you as well. It happens every show. People text me and go, I know you were talking to so-and-so, but that card really resonated with me. It's for a reason, okay? Because Laurel's higher self, you call it her source, you call it whatever you want to call it, her angels are pulling the card, okay? Because what I do is I shuffle through the deck, the card falls out, or the card is picked by her guides, her higher self, her source, however you want to term it. Laurel, it's not a race. It's a marathon. Are you willing to really give yourself credit, what you've learned, and how far you've got putting that jigsaw puzzle together, the pieces you put together, the aha moments you've had in your life? This is a new beginning for you. This is a new starting line. And really, I love Laurel. If you all don't know Laurel, every day she posts a picture of herself. It's always smiling, always vibrant, and blessing everybody to have a great day. And that's really one of your incredible attributes. So tomorrow's a new day. It's a new beginning. And it's an opportunity to put another piece together, to find these pieces and to recognize these karmic patterns. Once the karmic patterns are recognized or put together, you're done. You move on. This is a new beginning. So it's also giving you recognition for the work you've done on yourself. Continue to do that. Okay. Years ago in my book, I wrote about this where I had to post date my checks. I had to post date my checks in order to attend these seminars. I put everything I had into it because I knew I was a 100,000 piece jigsaw puzzle thrown into a cardboard soggy box. And I knew I needed help. And Barb was there and been there for 30 years. I've been doing this for 30 years. Never give up. Never surrender. Galaxy Quest is one of my favorite movies. Okay, Laurel. New beginnings for you. Who's on next?
Yeah, so Marilyn Pitts is up next.
Marilyn Pitts has 4 new kittens, everyone. Her kittens finally had kittens. Her cat finally had kittens. So Marilyn, do a little homework and look up spirit animal cat. And take in what that is saying about you having these kittens, you taking care of this cat, and it finally having the kittens. This is prosperity. So thank you for being here. This is great prosperity for all of us. So, pulled Laurel's card. It was a new beginning. After the show, right now, this next minute, it's a new beginning. But this is a new beginning for all of us. This is a prosperous adventure or prosperous victory for every one of us. Look at what you have accomplished. Look at what you've been through. Look at what you have survived. And when you feed that victory, it creates more victories. So, and then it just starts to expand, okay? You want to expand that prosperity, and not just in wealth. This is prosperity in understanding, relationships, career, heart opening. Okay, that's all prosperity. And for you, Marilyn, just even taking a breath, how prosperous are you? Being able to breathe on this planet now at this time, and to begin to share your wealth and your understanding, that knowledge and that wisdom is incredibly prosperous. Okay? Here we go.
Oh, Wanda's up next. Okay.
Hey, Elk Lady. Hey, Lanny. Thank you for being here. So this is the card of touching up your makeup. It's the death card. It never really means death. It just means an entirely new perspective of how you view life. Just like that Maya, the word Maya, and you walk into your garage at night and there's a snake, but the next morning it's a coil of rope. It's that kind of a drastic view, to where remembering letting go of the illusion of mortality. Not morality. Mortality. Losing the illusion of mortality. My teacher used to tell me, you can either get it now or you can get it later. It's better if you get it now. And so you're getting it. Give yourself some credit for it. And you know, our discussions, our talks, our time together. Lana's my cousin, everyone. So she's up in northern Idaho. She's an amazing realtor, amazing person. This is opening your definition of, rather than death being a coiled snake in the depths of your garage at night, to being simply a coiled rope. And expanding your understanding of those that have passed on and being able to communicate with them. Okay, so that goes, sharing that with everyone on the show. Okay.
Yeah, Diane's next.
Okay, Diane. Okay, thank you for being here. Okay, so this is called the devil. And the devil is what you choose the devil to be. It's actually the demons we create in our own mind. We were raised together. It's like Kenan said, you know, two people can walk away from a situation and be affected in different ways and on their perception. So are you willing to let go of Maya? And is it safe for you to see the rope rather than the snake? It's interesting that I use this illustration of the snake and the rope because many times, like in the Bible, you know, the devil's, the story, the myth is that it's a snake. But in actuality, this is freeing yourself from how dark thoughts can come in and they're not even ours, like Kenan was talking about, and to just let them go. Don't serve them tea. We talked about this last night. Don't serve your thoughts tea, right? It's one of the masters said, you know, your brain is like an open door on both sides, and these thoughts come through. Just don't serve them tea, and be kinder to yourself. Are you willing to be kinder to yourself? Okay, that's a good one.
Miguel's up next.
Hey, Miguel. Awesome to have you here, Miguel. So Kenan said something really profound that was from, at the end of what he was talking about. You said it was from the Matrix, right, Kenan? Could you repeat that?
What happened happened. Couldn't have happened any other way.
What happened happened and could not have happened any other way. So are you willing to let go of any fear of loss? Because we talked about on last night's show, fear can trump intention. Fear is a very archaic, inbred within humans to protect us, but it can grow out of control. So anywhere where you've had any fear of loss, are you willing to let go of that now? And let go of creating any fear of loss. Oh, and any family, any ancestral fear of loss. Oh, you can't do that? Oh, it's going to be bad. Oh, why is it going to be bad? You should never have a BB gun and you'll put your eye out. Do you understand? It's that family, it's that kind of like DNA stuff, and rewriting that and overwriting it, and letting go of that. Because what I see with this card is that a lot of times this fear of loss isn't just created by one glass. It's created by several glasses, you know, and it creates wine stains. If you have leaked wine on the bottom of the glass, it creates those rings. And so you're going to be getting ahas, rings, like ding, ding, ding. not wine rings, but ding, 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 aha moments of understanding what I just talked about releasing this fear of loss. Okay. Woo, good one.
Lori up next. Now it's miracles, yeah.
What's that?
Lori of Jones.
Hey, Lori. Thank you for being here. Woosah, Lori. Peaceful abundance. This is quieting your mind and allowing you to hear what other people are actually saying to you, rather than creating the coiled snake in the garage in the head. This is listening to other people. It's like my mom always used to say, "Yeah, I got 2 ears and 1 mouth. What should you be doing more of?" It's listening, and it'll create this literally a peaceful abundance for you, where you're not feeling like you're running on a squirrel wheel all the time to try to catch up with Maya, the illusion of the material world, thinking that you need something that actually you don't really want or need, but you were told that you needed. So this is about actually more abundance coming to you, but doing it peacefully, quietly, where you're not having to constantly be in a chatter or if you're constantly wanting and needing and wanting and needing, it creates a vacancy or creates a gap within it actually coming to fruition, actually occurring. And if you're constantly wanting, it keeps it from occurring, the actual abundance to come in. Whatever that abundance that means, whether that's financial, material, emotional. Are you willing to let go of and be free of the need to want, or free of wanting, free of the need to want? Whew, that's a good one. Okay, who's next?
It's Austin, I think.
Hey, Austin. So many, many years ago, I want to retell this story. Is my niece and I went to a seminar, and she and I were working in a dyad together over a certain exercise. I don't remember what the exercise was. And she just was not getting it. So I raised my hand, and the facilitators came over, and I said, "Hey, she's not getting it." And the facilitator said to me, "Oh, why do you want her to get it?" And I said, "Well, I want her to be happy." And she said to me, "Oh, what if your niece doesn't want to be happy?" And that was like a load of bricks. It was like, whoa. You could have heard a pin drop in my head. There are some people that don't want to get it. And if we are invested into trying to help them to get it, it throws us off balance. So, you can be there for the person, but you don't have to thrash on the floor with them. Especially when they're going through withdrawals of how they used to be. It's important to allow them their It's not our job to bring timers to people's jigsaw puzzles. Does that make sense? Okay, good. Here we go.
Lindsay next.
Hey, Lindsay. So anywhere, Lindsay, that in your Maya of how you view the world or how you've experienced the world, anywhere where you have ridden the ride of hard misfortune, can you get off that ride and go to, I don't know, It's a Small World or Thunder Mountain or Space Mountain? Get off that ride, because that was then, this is now. So tell your brain, that was then, this is now. The brain constantly wants to make connections and connections and connections. No, this is you making new connections. And anywhere where any of us have ever believed that we've had this hard misfortune, it's an opportunity, right? And what did Kenan say at the end of what he was talking about from the Matrix?
What happened, happened.
What happened, happened.
Could have happened any other way.
It could not have happened any other way. Take that lesson, take that piece and go, oh my God, this is where it fits in. We're all here to put together our own puzzles, and it's beautiful. It's an incredible mosaic, and your life is an incredible mosaic. Okay,
Very good. It's Hannah's up next.
Hannah. Okay, thank you for being here, Hannah. I'm so glad you're here. This is called severe heartbreak. Probably not one of us on the show has not had this. But remember, the spiritual heart can never be broken. The actual spiritual heart can never be broken. And you are rewiring your heart. So they've done this research, and the heart has its own brain. It has its own neurotransmitters. So this is about you repairing your heart, and this is very similar to Lindsay's card, where anywhere where you have the fear of being hurt or talked down to or talked badly about, are you willing to release that now and return to sender? It's not yours. And to avoid other people's Maya. Some people believe that the more they suffer, they actually get addicted to suffering. And they want to cause suffering on other people. So anywhere where you went on that ride, can you release and clear that energy around that and never get on that ride again? Okay? And highly recommend being free of the fear, letting go of the fear of that ever happening again. You're smart, and you're connecting more and more with Source. Okay.
Doreen up next.
Hey, Doreen. Thanks for being here. Okay. Doreen, anywhere where you've said in the past, or today, or whenever, this is not working, rather than say this is not working, tell the project, because the project has its own energy around it. How do you want this to be? How can this be better? Source, show me how this can be better. Because then the energy goes to creating something greater and bigger. Rather than the energy of it not being right or something is wrong. It will create more of that energy of not being right, or more energy of it being wrong. And then be free of internalizing it. And anywhere where you've taken it on as your fault, can you release and clear that now? Okay, thank you.
Cat and Geo are up next.
Hey, Kat. Hey, Gio. Jared and Kat. Tennessee. You know, when we're babies, Jared, right then and there, we're expected to know everything and be everything. No. And anywhere where you've believed that asking directions or asking questions is a sign of weakness, are you willing to let go of that now? Or anywhere where you don't understand something, are you willing to admit that and let go of that, and be free of the fear of showing a weakness? And are you willing to be free of the fear of being weak? Woo, this is a big one. I think this goes out to everybody. Are we willing to let go of the fear of being or appearing weak? Because we all need direction. We all have questions. And it's okay to ask them.
Next I've got Barb in line, if you want to pull a card for Barb, or you can do Doc Skinner.
Okay, I've got Cat. Let me do Cat.
Oh, that's right.
And then we'll do Barb, and then we'll do Doc. So let me do Cat. Hey, Cat. You want something really specific. I'm noticing here that the cards are, your soul wants, your higher self wants something really. There we go. I love aha moments. I don't know if you carry around a notepad, you can use your phone as a recorder. When you get these aha moments, put it together, write it down, record it. I read an article about the gal that wrote The Hunger Games. She just was like flipping through the channels one night, and she was watching, I think, Survivor, and she was watching a political campaign. And she's like, oh, Survivor and a political campaign. Ding, ding, ding. It's where she came up with the idea for Hunger Games. Everything is perfect in your world. It's perfect for showing you and creating these pieces that don't look like they fit together to put them together. You're onto something big. Like this is, I I love this picture with this newfound clarity. Everyone on the show, after the show, you will experience newfound clarity. Okay. And then we have Barb.
Yep.
Okay, my dear, here we go. This is peaceful diplomacy. And there's something with tuxedos. Or your experience with tuxedos and how that all worked out. In this situation, it's the same way. It's like the Spirit telling me to remind you of this situation with tuxedos and how it worked out is how this is all going to come together. For you. Yeah, there's something really, really powerful with this. Also, it's upping your game and buying the expensive champagne rather than the cheap champagne. You're moving into a tremendous amount of wealth. And being able to actually taste $1,000 glass champagne. Okay.
Doc Skinner's up next.
Hey, Doc. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate it. Doc, look at this picture. What does that remind you of? Doc is putting together this amazing movie. And when you looked at this card, this is the Hanged Man. So in other decks, the Hanged Man is be patient. Absolutely be patient. But this is also in this deck, it's called Rewarded Sacrifice. So your sacrifices, the time you've spent on projects like this, reward, reward, reward. And there's like this certain freedom of movement. And so focus on how you want this to feel rather than how you think it should work out. Because if you focus on the feeling, then it won't matter how it has to work out. It will be like when you watch one of these performers in Cirque du Soleil, they just appear effortless. And that's the word I want to use. This is becoming effortless. But you know that it's not. There's some work, right? Of course there's some work to do. But you're supported by Spirit in this. Just like those red ties that are suspending this flyer above the stage. Sometimes things appear upside down, but are they really? Okay, good.
Tim Rice is up.
Hey, Tim, thanks for being here. So this is the independence card. Independently goal oriented. What is it are you willing to be open to receive? Are you open to allow abundance and let go of any blame, shame, or guilt? This is a man on top of the world. This is where you're moving to. And to get there, take a look at what you've accomplished and how far you've come. Set your sights on how you want to feel, but also what it is you'd like to do next. And give yourself a little more credit. You're a good guy. And to move into a new story, of your life, which is what this card is about, are you willing to let go of telling the old stories? In any way, shape, or form. Okay.
Nina Rivera Alvario is back on the show. She's watching on Facebook.
Hey, Lily. Nice to have you. Great to have you here. Everybody welcome Nina. Nina.
And Abby and Marilyn are watching on Facebook too.
Okay, and Abby and Marilyn. Okay, we'll do Nina, and then we'll do Abby and Miss Marilyn. Okay, Lily. Great to have you here. Thank you for being here. Girl, manifesting reward. Thank you for being here. What a fantastic card for all of us. Go for it. The finger of God is on us all. This is you're done being forced or pushed into something you no longer enjoy, and being touched by moving into a field that you're really, really divinely guided to. Go with your heart. It's going to be really successful. This is the Magician card. You don't necessarily know all the tricks of the universe. Like you don't know a magician's tricks. You can sit there and watch and go, wow, how did he do that? Well, you know what? The universe has a lot more up its sleeves for all of us. So trust this guidance, because now, where before maybe years ago you needed to be shoved or pushed by spirit, now it's just this boop. It's just a boop. It's just a little touch. And you go, whoa, I can feel that. And it'll point you in the direction to go for it. Go for it. Manifesting reward. It's great. It's really good for you. Okay, who's next?
Abby and Marilyn.
Abby and Marilyn. We were just talking about you today, how much we love you. You know what? We're on a roll here. This is your earned reward. So what they're showing me is like if you were in a jail cell and you heard the outer door open, and then the outer door open, and then the door open, and you know that the jail cell's opening. That's what's happening, is these where your mind is free and so much more available, where you're getting more of these ahas. There's more freedom, and you letting go of any judgment on yourself. Are you willing to let go of any and all judgment on yourself. And be free of judgments from your father. That was his stuff, not yours. You just came within, you came within this field, this aura of his body odor, and thought it was your body odor. I know this is really weird, but this is not yours. He had heavy judgments on himself, and he thought he needed to pass that on. But this is generational. His parent, his dad had all this judgment. It's not yours. It's not yours. Return to sender, not yours. Okay, Marilyn, Abby, another one for you. Needed change. I don't know if you've seen dolphins or there are dolphins that you're going to see, but both of you, look up the spirit animal dolphin. There is this is not about learning a new language. This is about having this language that's been inside of you come up. It's the language of truth. It's the language of love. And allowing others their own process, you'll have much more energy available for yourself. So there's this needed change, and I gotta give you huge applause, because you will do whatever it takes to make that needed change. And so there's a reward with that. There are and allow yourself to be carried. Allow knowing that your own worth is worth something. Like this little girl is being carried by her father. This is allowing spirit to care for you and to take care of you. Okay.
Awesome. Next, Teresa, Mason, and Brandon.
Brandon, okay. Okay, Brandon, here we go.
John.
Okay, so Brandon, this is called grandiose temptations. Are you willing to let go of the need to make it right for everybody? It's like a wedding, and you've got the mother-in-laws and the fathers and the mother-in-law and the father-in-law. You've got the family there going, oh, you should have bought more caviar. Oh, we should have had better china. Oh my God, you hired that band. Are you willing to let go of any and all of these expectations from others? Because they don't even express to you what it is they actually want, and so it can keep you guessing or keep you off balance. And so the grandiose temptations is not falling into these grandiose expectations of others and actually being true to who you are and true to yourself. Okay, hope that helps. Okay, Teresa. Okay, I can't say anything other than what this card actually says. It's about flowing attraction. This is where the mosquitoes are not so much attracted to you anymore as much as the bluebirds. This is noticing what now you are attracting because of your field and the work that you've done on yourself. This is that feeling of freedom, like this guy on the motorcycle, right? It's just this flowing attraction. It's this flowing abundance. And you being you, and you being you, more of you. Okay. Okay, Mason, here we go. I love this, Mason. This is called wishes granted. So always speak your truth, always tell the truth. Really important, Mason. But this is about wishes being granted. So there's a lot of magic around you. So great job. Good card for that one. And you believe in magic. Always believe in magic. All right. Who's next?
John Ferris is actually on last.
Hey, John. You notice? So everyone, I'm wearing one of John's. John is a master. I don't even want to call him a jeweler, but he does these amazing, unbelievable. He chooses the highest quality of stones, and he makes these unbelievable wraps. So thanks for being here, John. I really appreciate it. And give you a shout out. Some of you, what I do is I repost John's Facebook and some of the artwork that he's done, and they're really unbelievable, invaluable pieces of art. They're not just jewelry; they're just amazing energy pieces. So thanks for being here, John. Okay. So anywhere, John, that you have taken on deep anguish from your parents in order to make yourself valuable or to survive, are you willing to let go of that now and for that never to return? Anywhere where you took that on as a little kid, in just like me, I would get angry, and the reason I realized was to help bring peace. Because when I would scream and yell, my parents would shut up, and it would stop the fighting. So this is similar to this. Anywhere where you've taken on any of this deep anguish, I want to give you huge kudos for what you've done, how far you've come, what you're doing. Okay? What you're doing, give yourself a little credit. Oh my God, give yourself a lot of credit, John. This is amazing because this isn't your anguish. So return to sender. Keep salt at your front door, salt at your back door. Be careful who you let into the house. It's not a dumping ground, okay? You don't have a sign outside of your place that says dump all your junk here. No. The boundaries, lay the boundaries down. And you're a good guy, and this deep anguish is releasing. It's releasing, it's letting go. All right. Do we have everybody?
That's everybody.
Eyelash wishes are something you learned about, Teresa.
Oh, well, that was for Mason's card with his wish.
Yeah, every time you pull out an eyelash, make a wish, That's so great.
Yeah, Sarah talked about that.
Who did?
Sarah, Diane's daughter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So, we love you very much. Let's do this again Wednesday night. Please tell your friends. I'm happy to pull a card for all of you. And any questions you have, give me a call, text me. And great, 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 great blessings to you. Love you all very much. Have a great night.